Dear students, this is the last unit, that is module 5, posets and lattices. So this is the name of the topic, and let us see posets. Now the introduction. In the year 1930s, Garrett Birkhoff had done the early work of partially ordered sets and lattices. The term poset is short for partially ordered set. POSET, PO stands for partially ordered set. Set is there. Now see what is POSET. A POSET is set in which the elements are ordered, but not all pairs of elements are necessary to be comparable in the order. Partial order sets and lattice theory play an important role in many disciplines of computer science and engineering. Posets and lattices have applications in concurrency theory, programming languages, combinatorics, and group theory. One of the most important practical applications of lattice theory is the use of Boolean algebras in modeling and simplifying switching circuits. In this lecture, we will cover basic concepts of posets, Hayes diagrams, lattices, their representation, etc. Now, introduction. I have given a brief introduction. The early development of posets, that is partially ordered sets, and lattices are found in the works of George Boole, Richard Dedekind, Charles Sanders Peirce, and others. Relations can be used to order some or all the elements of a set. For example, the set of natural numbers is ordered by the relation less than equal to, the relation this relation, such that for every ordered pair xy in the relation, the natural number x comes before the natural number y unless both are equal. A relation R on set A is called partial ordering or partial order relation if it is reflexive, antisymmetric, and transitive. A set S together with a partial ordering R is called a partially ordered set or poset. The poset is denoted by SR. In the bracket, you should write S and R. Now see the definition. Here it is written partially ordered set or poset. Now definition is, students try to remember this definition. This is new for you. This is new syllabus added in this civil maths third. Consider a relation R on a set S satisfying the following properties. The first property, R is reflexive, that is x related to R for every x belongs to set S. Second, R is antisymmetric, that is x is related to R and y is related to x, then x equals to y. Third, R is transitive, that is if R is related to y and y is related to z, then R is related to Z. X is related to Z directly. The R is called a partially ordered relation, and the set together with the partial order is called a partially ordered ordered set or poset, and is denoted by S, and this relation means this is R, this is a relation, this shows the relation. You can put S less than equal to. For example, now see the example how to understand this thing. To understand the poset, we will see this examples. First one is the set n natural numbers, the set n of natural numbers form a poset under the relation this, because first x is less than equal to x, secondly if x is less than equal to y and y is less than equal to x, then we have x is equal to y, and lastly if x is less than equal to y and y is less than equal to z, that implies x is less than equal to z for all x, y, z belongs to natural number n. The set n of natural numbers under divisibility, that is x divided by y, forms a poset because x divided by y for every x belongs to n. Also if x divided by y and y divided by x, we have x is equal to y. Again if x divided by y, y divided by z, we have x divided by z for every x, y, z belongs to n. Third one, consider a set S is equal to 1, 2 and power set of S is P of S. The relation of set inclusion, this is a partial order. Since for any sets A, B, C in power set this, firstly we have A is subset of A, secondly if A is subset of B and B is subset of A, then we have A is equal to B, and lastly we say if F is subset of B and B is subset of C, then A is subset of C. Hence power of set and this relation is a poset. To understand these things, see one more example which will clear this idea. To clear this idea, consider a set S is equal to ABC. Is the relation of set inclusion, this is a partial order on power set, where this is power set of S. The power set of S is, how we write power set, because 3 elements are there, 2 to the power 3 any. How many elements should be there? 8. It should be the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see? So power set A, B, C, AB, and this is A, B, C, A, B, C, and 5. Now consider any sets A, B, C in power set. Since every A belongs to A, you see, every A belongs to A, have it is reflexive, hence it is reflexive. If A is a subset of B and B is subset of A, we have A is equal to B, hence it is antisymmetric. This is the definition of antisymmetric and reflexive, which you have already studied. I am just showing this thing on this particular problem. So I am not going to involve again in this reflexive and antisymmetric, because I have already given the lecture on this. You should remember what is the properties of relation that is reflexive and antisymmetric, because I am showing you also here, since every A belongs to A subset of A, hence it is reflexive. This is the definition of reflexive relation. If A is subset of B and B is subset of A, we have A is equal to B. This is the definition of antisymmetric relation. And if A is subset of B, B is subset of C, then A is subset of C, hence it is transitive. This is the definition which I have discussed for this one, partial poset. So this is the poset, the given For example, this is equivalent question is a POSIT. Now you have to see very important diagram, Hayes diagrams. Hayes, H-A-S-S-C, Hayes diagrams. What it is actually? Hayes diagram. It is a useful tool. It is a useful tool which completely describes the associated partial order. Therefore, it is also called an ordering diagram. It is very easy to convert a direct graph of a relation on a set A to an equivalent Hayes diagram. Following points must be remembered while drawing a Hayes diagram. What are the points? See, it is very easy to understand. First one, the vertices in the Hayes diagrams are denoted by points rather than by a circle. In direct graph, we used to write this. This is direct graph. In this, I used to write points here in a circle. And what is in Hayes diagram? We are saying the first point is the vertices in the Hayes diagram are denoted by points rather than by circles. That means you have to simply denote it by point. Second point, since a partial order in reflexive, hence each vertex of A must be related to itself. You know, since a partial order is reflexive, hence each vertex of A must be related to itself. So the edges from a vertex to itself are deleted in Hayes diagram. See, here in the direct diagram we have written, suppose this element 1 is related to 1, so I have shown this with the diagram. 4 is related to 4, I have shown this one as a diagram. But in the case of Hayes diagram, we will not show this one, this curve, I mean this arrow, we are not going to show. That is why it is said here, since a partial order is reflexive, hence the vertex of A must be related to itself. So the edges from a vertex to itself are deleted in Hayes diagram. Third point is, since the partial order is transitive, hence whenever R is related to B, A is related to B is related to C. We have A is related to C directly. See this one, very important. Eliminate all edges that are implied by the transitive property. That means what? What is transitive property? That if R is related, A is related to B, B is related to C, then directly we can say that A is related to C. So for this, so many points are needed, we will eliminate all the edges. For example, if you can see this one, see, we'll show you later. First you see this one. Eliminate all edges that are implied by the transitive property in Hayes diagram. That is, delete edge from A to C, but remains the other two edges. So in these three things, and the fourth point is, there should be one fourth point also. The fourth point is not written, I'll show you. If a vertex A is connected to vertex B, you just note down, if a vertex A is connected to vertex B in Hayes diagram, that is, I repeat once again, if a vertex A is connected to vertex B by an edge, that is A related to B, then vertex B appears above vertex A. Then vertex B appears above vertex A. Therefore, the arrows may be omitted from the edges in the Hayes diagram. Omitted means you have to move it out, delete it. This is one point. This is very important point. I have not written, I am telling you to write it down. The fourth point is, again I repeat, if a vertex A you write in inverted comma small a, is connected to vertex B, small b, which should be written in inverted comma, by an edge, that is A related to R, that means you should write like this: A R B, then vertex B appears above vertex A, full stop. Therefore the arrows may be omitted from the edges in his diagram. Alright, come to the point. I think it is written, you just see, it is written over here. It is written over here. If the vertex A is connected to vertex B by an edge, that is A is related to B. The thing which I told you, it is written over here. And now see, this is one example. See one example. Consider this. Where is this example? See, one example is written here. See, this is one example. You can write here. This one. You check first this example. Consider the set A is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7. Let R be the relation this on set A. Draw the direct graph and the Hayes diagram of R. See this, try to understand. The relation this on the set A is given by, what is this relation? This is the relation R. That means A cross A. You have to write the ordered pair, that one. So R is equal to 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 7, 5, 6, 5, 7, 6, 7, and 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. These are the relations. Now you have to show by this direct graph. How to write the direct graph? You see, 4 is related to 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. I have written these things I have been shown here. 4 is related to 4, it will be shown like this. 5 is related to 5, this is the arrow. 6 is related to 6, this is the arrow. 7 is related to 7, 7 this. Now 4 is related to 5, that means 4, 5, this shows 4, 5, this is the arrow. 4, 6, this is the arrow. 4, 7, this is the arrow. Now 5, 6, 5, 6, this one. 5, 7, this is the arrow. 6, 7, this one, the arrow. And 4, 4, 5, 5, 6 is already I have shown. This is the direct graph. The relation on the set A is given by, first of all you should write this relation. The relation this on set A is given by this one. Now then you have to draw this. The draw of the Hayes diagram of partial order, apply the following. See how to write. You can see the first point of this one, Hayes diagram. What is the first point? That vertices in Hayes diagrams are denoted by points. You see, I have written all the points here. This is 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 is related to 4, 5 is related to 5, 6 is related to 6, 7 is related to 7. Now delete all edges, because delete all edges implied by reflexive property. 4 is related to 5, 4, 5 is related to 5, 6 is related to 6, 7 is related to 7. This shows the reflexive property. Now second, delete all edges implied by transitive property. Transitive means what? 4 is related to 7, 5 is related to 7. That means 4 is related to 6. See here, 4 is related to 7, 5 is related to 7, 6 is related to 6, 4 is related to 6. See again, delete all edges implied by transitive property. What are the edges given? 4 is related to 7, 5 is related to 7. That I have written, 4 is related to 7, 5 is related to 7, and 4 is related to 6, which is shown in one line. Replace the circle representing the vertices, replace the circle representing the vertices, omit the arrows. I have omitted the arrows. The Hayes diagram is shown in this figure. Suppose as students, if you are unable to understand, we will discuss this thing in the discussion lecture, and this is all about this Hayes diagram. We will discuss more example. See one more example here. Draw the direct graph of the relation determined by the Hayes diagram on set A. Suppose this is set A. You have to show the Hayes diagram. You have to show the Hayes diagram. Figure 3. His diagram is given. Draw the directed graph of the relation determined by the Hayes diagram. This is Hayes diagram. So first of all, if you are going to write the relation this which you have written here now, see, this is set A is given and the relation this has been written like this. How it is? 4 is related to 5, 4 comma 6, 4 comma 7. This one 5 comma 6, 5 comma 7, right? 6 comma 7. Like that you can write first here 1 comma 4, 1 comma 6, 1 comma 8, 4 comma 6, 4 comma 8, 6 comma 8. Now 1 comma 1, 4 comma 4, 6 comma 6, 8 comma 8. So you write this one. This is Hayes diagram drawn here. So this one is related to 1 is related to 4. This is one is related to 4. All right, but in this Hayes diagram it is not given like 1 is related to 4. This one is blank. 1 is related to 6 and also 8. So 1 is related to 6 and 1 is related to 8. I have shown here. Now 4 is related to 6 and 4 is related to 8, that I have shown here. Now 1 is directly related to it, that I have also shown, and for each 1 is related to 1, 4 is related to 4, 6 is related to 6, 6 is related to 8, that I have shown here in the direct graph. Alright, so this is the direct graph for this Hayes graph. So definitely there will be one example, one question from Hayes diagram. So student, try to understand and do by yourself, and if you have any problem we will discuss in the next lecture, discussion lecture. Thank you so much.